this Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation, we should have a tagline. That tagline has been provided by Bhagavad Gita. It should be Yogaha Karmasu Kaushalam. Yoga is meditation. Karma is action. Kaushalam is efficiency. In any karma, any action you perform, you increase your efficiency through your meditation. So this should be caption for Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. Every organization has a CEO, Chief Executive Officer. So how should we manage any organization? How should we help an organization, a family, a community, a group? The leadership should be there. Yatha Raja Tata Praja. As the head, Raja is the head of the kingdom. He is the CEO of the whole kingdom. As the king, as the CEO is, so will be all the other members of the community, members of the organization. And that king, that CEO, how should he be? Who is the right CEO? Who can be a right CEO? Only a Buddha. Only an enlightened person who knows everything about everything. Who is a Buddha? A Buddha is a person who knows everything about everything. So such a person who knows everything about everything should become the CEO of any family, any community, any organization, any business, any corporate, any nation. If you don't know everything about everything, how can you manage? You can't manage. When you can't manage properly, what happens? You mismanage. When you mismanage, what happens? Everything gets spoiled. So management is a left-hand job for a Buddha, any Buddha.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. Law of cause and effect is a very important concept that must be understood when understanding health. Every effect, everything that we experience, there is always a cause. Something has happened. Without a cause, there is no effect. Supposing you take the present law, system of law. Something happens, somebody does something 20 years ago, but it is there in the purview of law. Due to various limitations, due to various reasons, when they do something, anybody does anything, maybe they escape then, but the 20 years later, still be silently, there is a report we read, so-and-so person has done this, and so he has to go through this trial, he has to go and do this, do that. The person may be very great, may be doing all good things now, but still they have to go through for what they've done 20 years ago. the system catches up at some point, depending on how rightful conduct that we've been doing to ourselves, to others. Law of cause and effect means unless if you're seeing an effect, and so if there is seeing an ill health in a body, there's got to be some cause somewhere. That's the way we know it. If I'm the chance of having heart illnesses for a non-veg diet is significantly high. So if you continue to smoke, continue to have non-veg diet, 20, 30 years later, suddenly when something happens, doctors are saying, there is a fundamental cause for this is something that we've been doing before. Effect is there because the cause is there. We're able to associate immediately in this life. What we do immediately, if there's an effect, we say, oh, because I've done it, so this is happening. But if we're not able to see it, we forget past, and then we only see it within a limited time frame. And we say, oh, I've been good with my eating habits or my thinking habits, or what causes I have done. I've always done good things to people and then to the God, but I still am like this. Because we've forgotten what we've done in the past. There's nothing else. The past can be immediate. Past is into the previous lifetime. Then another concept called raw reincarnation is coming into picture here now. How much do I believe? We have to explore. The science of reincarnation, the science of cause and effect, karma, it's called karma. These have to be explored. From the quantum field perspective, pretty simple. Whatever that you put it as a thought that is released into the field, it must come back around as a manifested entity at some point. Unless we realize, unless we do an action to oppose it, whatever that we thought about, if we regret in the past, about something, if in one, whether it is a lifetime or it is sometime in the past, let's say one is constantly caged animals and then tortured them for whatever reason, for a moment. Caged animals and tortured. Then here, we may be finding ourselves in a case having domestic violence on us. If we torture and caged animals for a long time, in some time, for whatever reason, we may find ourselves having domestic violence on us, but then still caged within a small home, no different. Nothing is coming on to us unless there is a cause before. This whole concept of law of cause and effect, that everything is a free will driven system, that we create our thoughts create reality, and so things are happening to us because we have intended to experience something. So we cage animals, we torture them in the past sometime. We don't know about it, but somewhere along, we have made a choice. By looking back into we always contemplate. We look back and say, why the hell did I do this? And we made a choice where we were contemplating perhaps and looking at it and say, how horrible a thing that I had done. Because ultimately there is a realization for everybody, we know this. You see in the movies, there is always a realization. Why did I do this? How could I have done such a horrible thing to these poor little animals which would have been kept free? Suppose that is the act we've done. And so then some may regret and say, how do I learn not to do this? What kind of pain they've gone through? And then we go further to an extent where we say, I also must experience something like this because I've just done such a poor thing. With a low level of illusion, we say these to ourselves, which comes back as that again in a form. Or we are designing, just like we are designing to take a challenge. Either we do that there, or we are at some point when you're taking the next lifetime. This is how the law of cause and effect is working. In the next lifetime, you're designing. What should I go and experience? That's the time to review. We look at it. Again, same thing with contemplation. It's called contemplation, or it is behind doing a design for the next few years. What should I do? Look at everything. Why did I do this? What's my purpose? And then we are identifying a set of experience to go through, and one of them is to go through a domestic violence situation this time, just to experience that cruelty, that suffocation we caused to those animals in the past, to somebody, something. Similar thing is health. No exception. This law of karma, law of cause and effect, must be studied because everything is happening based on our own intents. And what we do to others comes back around. If any system is working here on this earth planet in a certain way, it works always, because the quantum field is just one. There is energy and matter. What is working here as a rule, as a guideline, as a system, is working everywhere, even the energy fields. Cause and effect. That I have caused a few things, I'm going through an exact opposite of it now. And second, we always seek adventures. Even though something is dangerous, we seek adventures. We know this. Something is causing a challenge to my health, my life, but I still seek adventures. All these, like say, adventure sports. That doesn't matter. I mean, adventure, driving onto the road is an adventure. Nobody knows who's going to come back home. But knowingly taking an expedition, going through, crossing seas from one place to another, knowingly going into a situation that can put us into a physical danger, but we do all the time. There are countries where it is difficult to do business, but then companies plan to go into those countries to do business. Individuals go there, entrepreneurs, where it is not safe for the physically when you try see there's so much of terrorism or whatever that is there, but still people go jump in there knowingly. Same thing, knowingly we seek adventures with respect to poor health as a way to, there is a group lesson that is happening. There is a group intent is happening. And so for the group intent, somebody potentially can take cancer. Somebody potentially come with a missed hand because the people around are experiencing enormous patience, enormous compassion, understand empathy. They move into a spiritual path. Many, many things happen because of one person. Somebody is intending, there is a cause is there, and so the effect is showing up. Now the cause happened long ago. That I'm going to do an Himalayan expedition. That I'm going to go in with a poor health condition. There is one, there is your intention, you're taking compassionate and adventure, because everything is an experience. There's another side where we caused a lot, so the effect is showing up now. We must become righteous in our actions now. Karmic theory is a free will, it's not a punishment system, but it is there. So we have to read. Torkom Saradian has written a book, Law of Karma, an amazing book. That will give answers to 5% or 1% of illnesses that we're not able to heal. When you're not able to heal, and then so when you understand it, then we get clarity to, first of all, let go, accept. Okay, if I'm the one who caused and I want him to experience something now, so I'm here to experience it, called prarabdha karma. I'll go through it. Acceptance, must come to an acceptance, must go into a kind of understanding of forgiveness and acceptance. And then we go about aligning and doing the purpose that we have come for. So when you do this, then the chance of the illnesses disappearing is there. Or we come to the understanding that it doesn't really matter for me. I'm going to be with it, but continue to live a beautiful life. Either way, I'm going to be happy. The more we study the books that we have asked for, the more we develop the understanding to accept that everything is just an experience. So number one, the body or anything is just an experience. So ability to accept. Then if you want to look into the reason, then the more we gain the ability to look into the various causes of why it's happening. If you know the cause, then it's easy to accept it. If I'm going through a very difficult situation, but if I look into my cause of what happened 100 years ago, or no, in another lifetime, then it'd be easy to accept. Those are also revealed in meditation. The law of karma, law of cause and effect, absolutely will help, dear friends, of unresolved challenges into the life. One of them is health. Of course, many other things are there, like business losses, like deep relationship impact suddenly. They all are linked to a past, but it has to be studied. The law of karma is there for everything, law of cause and effect. But some are past life linked, for which we must study these and understand the various wisdom and then explore. So meditation, when we see very visions, glimpses, that all potentially can be linked to a past or a future. While there are many are symbolic of what we are seeing as experiences. Some are directly helping us learn knowledge. Just like what we are doing here, the practice of contemplation, a guide, somebody like, and if you have a grandfather sitting with us at home, then they start going into the old memory lane and I'll tell you, hey, childhood, you've done that, you've done this, do you remember? You don't even remember, they tell you that. You used to chase that animal, the animal used to just run away the moment you saw, because to do that. I used to love and kiss that animal so much. Do you remember? We don't remember. But they tell us. If somebody, a grandmother is coming and telling us, same thing in meditation, we may have some master coming and telling us, an associate from the past, and then telling us what we have done, not done. That's one way. There are many ways that we gather information about the past. Here, the same thing can happen through meditation. So we gain insights of what has happened and what's the root cause of my illness. If that's going to give us some relief, it does always. When you know the cause, you know what to do. First of all, you have greater acceptance. It's not random. Why me will disappear. That why me has to be Why me has to disappear? Why not me has to come? Why not me? Outcome Saradarian, Law of Karma is a great book to start with. Echoes of the Soul by Echo Bodin is another book to read. We will send some books today in our groups towards this aspect to read. Conversation with God by Neil Donald Walsh. I believe this is one of the recommended books. That's another book to read. Start somewhere. So let's go into our meditation, dear friends. So this week, we talked about how we resolve illnesses. And so when we change our thought, we fix many of them. When we change our thought, body gets fixed automatically. Now there's some, they seem to hold on to us, deep-rooted. So this is where we must come to terms with accept. We must come into an acceptance mode. And we must go into forgiveness mode. There's got to be a cause. And then we go about doing what we came here to do, align to the purpose. When you do these three, automatically, if it is so that that has to get resolved, that health condition get resolved as you are proceeding towards your purpose, the things that give you deep happiness, and continue to do it, then automatically if the illness has to get resolved, it's going to get resolved. The more we must continue to understand the cause and effect and then various aspects of creation. And so we develop acceptance. Those are required. The books we give, if we read all the books, and we listen to some people's experience, automatically we gain the understanding. That is an experience. Accept it. Out of that acceptance has a possibility of healing. People have to understand that karma theory is a free will system. Before we're talking about Ramtha and Seth books, they have to understand the free will system, that whatever that we cause, we are intending. We are intending for ourselves, not as a punishment system, as a free will system. We're intending for ourselves constantly. If not this, if not 10 lifetimes later, but it could be much later, but it's always happening. The practice of meditation that we are doing, dear friends, is breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind and then be in that empty state for as long as possible. Now, being Sunday, long meditation, welcome. So we will do one more time. Affirmations. Affirmations are a great way to create a better future for everything. Affirmations are a great way to create a better future. So we will mostly affirm towards greater health of the body today. So the meditation is heart elevation, breath mindfulness meditation, and then heart elevation, breath mindfulness meditation, and then we will affirm for better, greater health. Now, during the affirmation time, one can switch from a health affirmations to anything that you may want. If you feel you're working on something different, that's more important. So then change that to your own affirmations. Other affirmations, I'm going to talk about, I'm healing greatly. My body is receiving healing energy, is resonating, is thriving with, sparkling with energy. What I say, my emotional health is strong. I am very considerate to people around. I have a strong mind, so I'm able to take better decisions. I'm going to say a few things that are overall good for the body and mind. As affirmations, so that time you also affirm with a lot of active excitement and belief without doubting. You have nothing to lose. An analytical mind still probably starts questioning about how can thoughts and affirmations can create a future, better future. Next week will help us a little bit of further understanding of it. Our thoughts create reality. If they start reading You Are the Placebo kind of books, then you start understanding how things are happening. Okay, so we do affirmations, and then we are lying down. There's a lie down segment. Wherever you're sitting down, don't try to walk too much, and then do a lie down wherever you are, just lie down there. And I say that, and then you deeply rest and relax and lie down state for some time, where you don't have to meditate when you're lying down. You just be witnessing whatever that's happening into you in your body and mind. If any kind of thought, vision, anything comes at that point, just observe what's happening, that's all. And then lie down, and then we express gratitude, and we come out of it. So relax yourself, dear friends. Relax your body. Your eyes closed. Scan your body from head to toe. Relax. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Health. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness darkness inside of you, all around you. As you empty your mind of thought, you move away from matter, you experience that greater emptiness, the quantum field of energy. Emptiness is energy. The quantum field of limitless possibilities, the longer you stay aware of this emptiness, this void, the more you tune in to these energies, that healing energy, the mystical energy, the miraculous energy, or whatever that you become aware of. Merge into the emptiness of yourself. This is your divine self, the field of all connectedness. Friends, as we emptied our minds of all thought, as we emerged into this quantum field of possibilities, it presents us a great opportunity to connect to a new future of possibilities, to create a great new future for ourselves, our thoughts and feelings. Our observation is always influencing these possibilities. Our thoughts and feelings create our outer reality. Come on, friends, I'd like you to set intention for a greater future, for a greater life. I'd like you to affirm your intentions. With excitement, with a total belief. Come on, dear friends. I love my life and it loves me. I love my body. My body is the greatest vehicle helping me experience my life beautifully. I love my body. Come on, dear friends, connect with it. Be excited as you affirm about the possibilities of creating a new future. The more feeling the emotion in your body, the clearer in your mind about the intention, the stronger you signal the quantum field to manifest. I am filled with gratitude for all that I have. I am filled with gratitude for all that I have. I am receptive to all the healing energies from this universe. I am receptive to all the healing energies from this universe. Be open about it, dear friends. That healing energy translating to very experience of a greater body. Every cell in my body is intelligent and knows how to heal itself. I allow it to happen. Every cell is intelligent and is healing itself. I allow it to happen. Affirm it, dear friend. I'm sending love to each and every part of my body, organ, bones, muscles, feel it. Come on, dear friends, I'm sending love energy to every part of my body. Experience it, dear friends. Believe, feel. Every cell in my body is vibrating with energy and greater health. Feel. Sparkling with energy, vibrating with that energy in every part of my body, every cell of my body. Affirm it. Feel it. All the cells, organs, and functions of my body are functioning in greater harmony, with greater coherency. I deserve a healthy and happy life, and I accept it. I deserve a healthy life, and I accept it gratefully. Affirm it, dear friends. My body is the temple that houses my greater energy, my greater consciousness. I treat it with reverence and respect. I nourish my body, mind greatly. Affirm to yourself. I feel revitalized and refreshed, and I'm in perfect health. I feel revitalized, refreshed, and I am in perfect health. Dear friends, affirm. Whatever you intend, whatever you feel is what you create. Feel it. Believe in it. I am perfectly healthy. In all my emotions, I am genius-minded and am successful in whatever I take up. I am experiencing that unlimited intelligence. Feel it, dear friends. Dream of it, affirm it, unlock that potential. I recognize the impermanence of all things, including my body. I am divine and I experience unlimited. Feel. I am divine and experience the unlimited. Future. Bring your awareness back to a whole new body and a whole new environment and time. Be certain that a new future is unfolding for you from this very moment. Recollect the experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes. Okay. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. It's good to give more time for ourselves. That's what we do in our, we go through physical programs, physical retreats. It gives us a lot of opportunity to extend the time we give to ourselves. Then we have a chance of going deep. Any announcements today? Who's there? Srilata madam.
Hi, good morning, Master. It was super. After a long time, I'm doing this meditation. I missed you a lot. Formations are super. And one query, Master. After a long time, I'm joining these sections. Not able to sit properly, not able to focus on the breath. There's a lot of thinking, lot of hell is going on. So why I'm asking this doubt, being a great meditator, I'm also not understanding. I'll be sitting for lengthy hours together while seeing YouTubes and all. But during meditation, I'm not able to sit. Why this happening? Is it any test?
Are you regularly meditating?
Recently, not at all.
That's all it is, right? If you regularly exercise, and I stop doing, so if you come back to day one, you can't just, if you're doing 30 push-ups, you can't do 30 push-ups on day one after a break. It'll take some time to get back to that. So your intentions to go back into empty states will slowly solidify. And so very quickly, in a few days, you'll ramp up to what you've been before. It's much more than that. So just practice, madam.
Yeah. Thank you, Master. Thank you.
Right. But since you have well trained yourself in this, so you will not, will in no way take a long time to get back into it unless a lot has happened in life, which is reprogramming the subconscious. If a lot has happened in the last few days, forming several limiting beliefs, then okay, it probably will take some more time to undo it. But otherwise, as with your training, in 2-3 sittings, you should be able to go back to what you were before. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Master. The affirmations were super, excellent.
So what's happening, madam? What's new?
Yeah, my daughter has cracked her engineering seat. Other side, my father has purchased management seat, but she has got a free seat by her manifestation. She says everything goes about Chandra Master meditation, what you taught me in turn your gurus. So convey the regards to Chandra Masters, he said. I'm really happy that she cracked a free seat. Thank you.
Yes. Excellent. Are you continuing to teach meditation?
Now not I'm not doing any, I'm not taking any classes.
Okay. Congratulations to your daughter.
Yeah, thank you, Master. And I want to learn a laptop and technical field if you train me. And I want to do the service to the CEO.
Great thought. Why not? Everybody must learn computers, must learn driving, Patriji used to tell. apart from meditation, learn computers, learn driving, learn some music or art, learn cooking. So then you can live a great life. You can do many things.
Do we have any learning classes like computers?
Google. Google is there. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So reach out to Lalita about surveys. Okay. Reach out to Lalita.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Lalita, are you doing an announcement?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing announcements?
Hi, everyone. Yes. So as of today, we completed our week 2 in this 6-week journey. So tomorrow onwards, we will be starting our week 3, where we will be learning more about manifestation science. So in this regard, we also have so many people messaging us in the groups. So we are doing a 6-day advanced meditation retreat from September 15th to September 20th. And this retreat happens, is the residential program. This happens in Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. So all the details will be shared in your WhatsApp groups. So what do you learn in this program? I can tell you is you will be understanding manifestation science on a deeper level with more examples, and there will be equally theoretical classes, practical classes where you'll be doing longer meditations. Some of the meditations will go for like 3 to 4 hours a day, and that too they happen in the early mornings, 4 to 8 and all. So anyone who wanted to deepen their practice of meditation, this can be a wonderful retreat for you. Along with that, we have nature meditations. Just now we have done this affirmations, we have body dialogue, wakeful walking. So there are so many different types and kinds of meditations that you will do, intense meditations in this 6 days. You will also be working on your creating your goals, working on your vision boards. And in the 6 days, I think it will be a perfect for you to interact with so many participants who have also come seeking the same kind of knowledge. And you get to interact with Chandra sir. And most of all, Pyramid Valley is such a serene, beautiful place. So who wanted a break from their regular routine life, I think this 6 days will be a truly apt retreat for you. So with meditation, with sharing, with wisdom, and with nature, yes, if you are one seeking for a break and wanted to intense your practice, do register for this program. I'm sharing the details in the Zoom chat, as well as we will share the details in the WhatsApp groups also, friends. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Lalita.
So just one more thing. So friends, currently, there are different kinds of accommodations that you can book, and there's an early bird pricing. So a small discount in the pricing, which is happening, which will be there till 27th of August. So it's just a note. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lalita. Personally, I've taken several days off every year to go into strengthen my practice, to go to Pyramid Valley, to go to other ashrams, going to Himalayas. Our ashrams are away from environment. And then you intensify your practice through meditation, through learning, interactions. There are 3 things that happen. To me, a 6-day research shows that anything above 5 days, if you are there outside in an environment, you are a different person. Invariably, there is always a different understanding that you come with about some aspect, if not all aspects. We call that quantum shift. So these retreats are planned for that way, 6 days. So we go through some element of us, maybe a health shift, maybe a clarity shift of what to do next, and maybe a practice shift. There's a struggle to sit down for 40 minutes. Now you come back and it becomes so easy to do it. In many ways, it's all very useful. Yes, Ashok Mittalji.
Namaskar, my deep gratitude to you, sir. Vani madam, with your team, I'm feeling so relaxed today. So I have a small question, sir. Can I ask?
Yes.
Actually, sir, I consider that we are all specks of consciousness separated from the universal consciousness and reincarnate in life after life. And that is the law of karma, which operates because of our actions. Now, there we face many challenges in life, and there are cosmic inspirations because of that. The law of karma operates, and we manifest that those challenges, and we get those challenges in life because of our past karmas, and even our emotional baggages are manifested or exhibited in our body. Now, for example, I got a tumor in my thymus gland. 2 years ago, it was removed. It was not malignant. So that may be a psychosomatic cause, or that may be, I don't know, physical cause or something like that. Now, if by removing it physically, whether I am relieved of my karmas, or I can consider that if that effect, that pain is not there, so I am relieved from that karma. When one can know that he is or she is relieved from the karmas? That is my small question, sir. Or should I do something to get out of that?
First of all, karma means unfinished intentions, unfinished business. Of good or bad is only relative here. We are creating consequence or impact to others in many, many ways through our actions. For example, a manager, because the only thing they want, I don't know, a petty person, the only thing that person wants is by hook or crook, they want to win something. They want to complete a project because they get a big bonus, whatever that is, a big position, by hook or crook. So they're going to literally push the team around. They say a lot of things, they do a lot of things, they wish, intent, they dream. Now, these are all there as your intention that has gotten to the quantum field, they have to manifest. You're already causing impacts to others' lives because of that. For a moment, let's call it a mad intention. That not considerate to others, but you just push for your own agenda, right, whichever way. So it is causing impact to others, and so then it comes back, it causing impact to others. So they have their own version of it. So they're also putting intention to the field. So there's a consequence that is happening to them. In return, they put intention to the field. So we impact each other constantly through our fields. My unmanifested intentions is what really is karma. So eventually, if that thing did not manifest for me, then it has to come, it has to happen at some point. So it's coming back. If the consequences of the consequences that I think about, and as a result, I feel bad about it at some point and say, oh, I really, really screwed up. I did this to them, so it's really bad. Why did I do this? I must have experienced something like this. When we regret, then we create more consequences for ourselves. We'll create more karma for ourselves. And sometimes we knowingly practically plan. And so in all of these are consequences that we are taking in, and we are unfinished business of us is always coming as karma. So when you say, I have a throat challenge physically, there is something has shown up. It is happening because you have, it's an energy block. What is an energy block? It's based on our thought patterns of the past, some memories of the past, things that are unfinished from the past. Our thought pattern is still potentially, our thought pattern and hence our speaking pattern is potentially still not appropriate with people and things. Or there is certain level of discomfort we caused to somebody somewhere, and so that is showing up here as a consequence, because that we plan to experience something like this as part of that learning of the lesson. So just removing physically at this time, removing physically that thing rather than going through an understanding of it, may not removing physically may not remove your psychosomatic cause. The psychosomatic cause has to be understood. And then you have to release that thought pattern. You have to release it through a higher understanding and knowledge. So physical removal is going to show back up because fundamentally your thought pattern has not changed. Fundamentally, you still are, for example, pushing for agendas and then use all kinds of language. And so some of that is not corrected. And then this will keep coming back up again and again. But if you understand the root cause of it, and so the root cause is I have to become more pure in the way I speak. I have to become more impeccable in my speech, potentially. And so then this will start disappearing. So physical removal is not necessarily going to get rid of the karma. The consequence is that if you understand through knowledge and then make a correction to the way you think and act, then the illness is slowly, permanently will disappear.
Yes, sir, I have understood, and then it will not reappear in the next life. Maybe so.
Repair even now also.
Yes, sir.
Remove tumors, then come back up. If I go and then do I suffer a lot of backaches and I go get repaired, but then it is leading to some more challenges. Or I will take physiotherapy for 20 days and then it's all done. But then it's going to surface back again, the backache, because fundamentally the desire to experience certain things are not finished. I still want to continue to feel stressed because I continue to chase things, not understanding to let go. And so that experiences will lead towards blockage of energy, and so leads to backache continuously, even though you do a lot of repairs, but then it continues to recur. But then once you understand through your mind, the transcending that process of it is okay to have any kind of financial thing. It is okay to go through any challenge in life, a relationship challenge, but let me just let it go. Then then you are letting the blocks in the area that stops your back to function properly removed. So it's through knowledge that we transcend, to not create something negative for ourselves. And so then that pattern disappears, and so then corresponding part of the body starts functioning pretty well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
The people there are multiple aspects to this, right? Now, our health, if it is due to a psychosomatic cause of where our thought patterns and our speaking patterns are not right now, they will change as we understand the knowledge better. So our health will improve. The psychosomatism is there, so health will improve automatically when we gain better knowledge and then behave differently, right? Be more considerate to others. It's all about minimizing consequence to somebody and something. It's all about minimizing consequence to somebody and something in the way our actions and thoughts must minimize consequence to others. And as we do that, then we're allowing others to thrive, allowing us to thrive. Others means including us, minimize consequence to us through our thought. So when we understand better knowledge, we know avoid lying, avoid manipulation. The moment we understand it, we start acting that way, right? Sometime. Meditation helps us to take this knowledge. What's the point in manipulating? I won't manipulate my brother. Why should I manipulate somebody who is not known to me? Because they're also samely connected, same as me, like my brother, they're also equally connected. So we stop manipulating others, right? Meditation gives that connection, so we start behaving better. And that means we're allowing others also to experience greater life the way we are doing it. And so one is, as we develop greater knowledge, then we don't fall into this lower emotion, lower thinking, which separates us from this field. And so then slowly we start healing our body very naturally. My backaches disappeared. For people, over a period of time, the long-term chronic ailments disappear because they change the way they think and feel. Okay. And if they didn't correct those patterns of thinking and speaking, and then they're going to show up into the body as challenges. So then you fix that thought patterns, then the challenges disappear. That's coming here, right? And second, of course, is, as I said, from the past, where we're designed to come into an adventure, seeking an adventure, we come in. And so it shows up. And now you're trying to heal it, right? You're trying to heal it. Acceptance of it and then going through it is the right way to do it. Acceptance of it, going through it is the right way to do it. Physical removal need not solve it, because physical removal is, there is a reason why we've taken a challenge. The challenge there is the environment of people around. So it is a learning for us and learning for many people around. So we brute force removal is not going to help, because it's going to lead towards getting into a similar situation again in some way or the other.
So, sir, this physical removal can be a supplement. We have to get rid of, because that is a quick release.
It can be a supplement, but in the process, if you come to, you had, let's say you had a deep desire to go through an experience as a group cause intent. So you got 10 people around you and you're going through a deep illness, because that illness will help others to learn to become more empathetic. Now, by forcefully doing your physical removal of the illness, that lesson is not happening for everybody around, including you. You are the one who intended to go through it, but then that lesson is not happening because in here we forgot about it, and so we're forcefully removing it. And so the lesson has not happened. That means your desire to experience something has not happened. So what do? You're going to take, you're going to look to fulfill it again in some other way next time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
My company I'm planning, and let's look at this example. I plan to operate. I'm adventurous in nature. I say, I'd want to go into the most toughest countries right now and do business. That's my desire. I mean, it's my desire because I finished everything else. It's so easy, cakewalk. Doing in Singapore, business is cakewalk. Doing in this place is cakewalk, you know. But I want to go to that place where there's a lot of violence in the transmission. But I seek adventures. So fundamentally, I want to go there. So that's my intention, with which I started my next venture. But I go in there because of this environmental things, pressure from peers and others. I succumb to it and say, okay, I won't do it. For now, I will not do it. I remove it. My plan to execute in the difficult country, I removed it from my plan of business. My desire to operate is still there. It is just temporarily held back. I removed it forcefully because others have said it, whatever, I agreed to it. And then I removed it because I forgot my original desire intention. So now what happens? 3 years down the line, as the business is going through, you say you don't get a kick anymore. You say, what the hell? I mean, I came to do something instead of doing something else. It's not what I want. So you leave that and then start again to really go through that experience, because you have to experience it. Adventure seeking all the time. Yes. Bharti. Yes, madam.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaste.
Sir, I'm really very grateful for this your program, and thank you so much today's affirmations. it is very very needful for me. Actually, I am also suffering for a lot of health issues, and this affirmation, even last week, I feel that this affirmation are really working on me. And thank you so much for that. One thing I want to ask you, sir, there will be any program for children also, meditation program?
Children means what age, madam?
Sorry, sir.
What age group? For youngsters, above
For students,
students. Yeah, youngsters above 9th grade, we have a program, youth program that is happening. You can check into website. So there is that.
Okay.
Even younger children below that, it's difficult to put some of the science concepts. There are some of our Buddha CEOs doing, so maybe you can reach out to Venugopal. His daughter is organizing classes for very young children. And her, and then we have Vrishali madam, I think, is doing from Pune. So there are some very young children, they are doing it. So you can do that. But youth, anybody who is 9th grade and above, I think we can understand our youth program, they can join 8th, 9th grade and above. Okay.
Sir, you told about, ma'am told about the retreat about the meditation. In that retreat, any personal counseling will be there? Means one of my brother, I want to told about the retreat, and I want to send him in that retreat. So he is suffering from some mental frustration. That's why he knows Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, but from the some of his life situation, he suffers some frustration. So that's why he needs some personal counseling. He has suffering from complaints and not forgiveness, all these things. So he needs some personal counselings. Actually, I want.
Yeah, I got it. So the retreat is a group event. It goes through a group dynamics of many things. Now, the model, the way the spirituality is working and all of this is that when you are open to receive, then that help is coming. The help is coming in an unexpected fashion. So that person who is giving that could be a participant. It need not be me. There in the retreat, it need not be me. It could be a participant. It could be just an understanding and revelation that happens to him or her as they are walking through, a garden there. Okay. So the key is to, whoever is that facing the challenge, the key is to interact, come into these programs to meet people, interact. We've created these WhatsApp groups. They can first interact with the facilitator. Let that person interact with the facilitator. Interact with some of those who are sharing experiences. Try to understand, right? In the group, there are 100+ people are there. Interact with somebody and then understand their experiences. That itself can clear a lot of doubts. And of course, you come here and a lot of stories are being heard in a sharing, group sharing. Stories are heard, cases are heard. Those are sufficient. Okay. Will they get to interact with me? Of course, they'll get to interact with me throughout this time. No doubt about it. But if you ask me to give a fixed time and say, here is a 1 hour time, I'm sorry, I may not be able to guarantee anything like that. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, another question once again. Actually, one affirmation I want to make for me, that especially for my spinal issues. So today's affirmation are wonderful, but any any more affirmation for made for my strong spine?
You started first time, madam, these meditations here?
No, sir. Yeah, I from the last 3 months I am doing only Ana-Pana-Sati. There will no affirmation or like that, like your this program. But it is very. I mean to say, from the last 10 years, I suffered, but now I am becoming relieving and recovering my issues. That is, lots of issues I am recovering because of meditation. And even I was doing chakra meditation also. But this is a wonderful, means this program is wonderful. And even I miss this program sometimes, but I did it after my household work, YouTube.
So
I
we
take
have
it YouTube.
your Ana-Pana-Sati meditation will get you out of these challenges for sure. Okay. Now, what we learned affirmations, we're going to learn another process called imagination next week as part of manifestation week. Dreaming and imagination is another technique we can apply towards a great future. It's a little more effective. And then there is, we are doing 5-day Akhanda Dhyana meditations after this program is over, sometime 2 weeks after this program. So you join those long meditations. Going to do long meditations, number one, and then to follow these process techniques. And then, of course, this 5-day program typically has many of such processes that are there. And so they can help. But if you're not in a position to physically move and this and that, it's okay. So be at home, but just continue to practice long meditations. Ana-Pana-Sati is absolutely great. On top of it, you can visualize, you can affirm, those are good too, and then you will learn more. Just continue. You learn more in this program, so you can utilize those opportunities.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, we actually are 8:15. So yes, Akanksha, Yoshiji, and Damodar will take.
Yeah, good morning, Chandra sir. Actually, my question is like when we are trying to change our behavior and when we are trying to make any change in our present health condition. So it is like the change will come slowly and gradually. It will take a long time, or if we go for like the meditation retreat that you are telling, so the change can come little faster. So how this actual process works? Because I'm trying a lot of things from long time. Maybe I might not be consistent. So how the change comes, it is like gradually it comes, it takes a long time, or and if I say like my behavior is kind of I feel sometimes a lot of stress and kind of restless kind of behavior. So will I able to change it completely, or attaining the relaxed state? So how long it will take, that I want to ask.
Madam, learning and unlearning is not happening instantaneously. But then learning and unlearning can happen instantaneously. There is a spectrum. Some people are able to learn some things in 5 days, so they can drop things just like that. Some will take 5 years. It's a spectrum.
Okay. So it is somewhere depend on some person's karma, or
it's all our personality, current personality, or our understanding levels.
okay.
It is based on many factors. What we do is we consistently practice, we consistently learn. Learning will help us to move. It gives us an opportunity to take a newer path, a newer behavior, newer thought, right? So learning. So constant learning has to be there, and constant meditation so builds awareness so that we can apply that new learning. Okay. So these two things we do sincerely, and issues will get resolved. They'll absolutely get resolved. Now, a program like this, where you're taking time for yourself back to back from morning to night for 5-6 days, and so then you have the greater opportunity to dissolve certain old memories that keep stopping us in the way which we think and feel. Our behaviors, some of the behaviors get corrected when you are taken away for 5 days away from environment. Okay. Some things get dissolved. And so a program like this can help, one. And second, it can motivate us, inspire us a lot more strongly. When I say more strongly with more intense feeling, then it records deeply in the subconscious. So you go back, you're a lot more motivated to not miss, for example, your daily meditation. You're a lot more motivated to be very, very impactful when they speak, because you heard some experiences or you have just got that understanding. So there are two things that will happen. You'll get more inspired. And of course, you are dissolving certain old patterns. Now, by the dissolution of the pattern, the healing may have happened. So sometimes people come in. An young boy came in and he was being suffering with some kind of in the last event, he was suffering with some kind of a digestion challenge. For 3 or 4 years, he was not eating anything other than buttermilk, drinking buttermilk rice. But he came there, and I think day 2 evening onwards, he started eating what is being supplied. And then he was happy. At the end of 5 days, he's saying, nothing is happening. I'm not impacted. Otherwise, if I do anything out of the buttermilk, then I have to run to the bathroom. It's not there. Now my body seems to be taking it. Some healing occurred for him at that moment. So there are many aspects that take place in a program like this, where our willpower improves, our wisdom improves, our energy improves. There's also energy, the pyramids and all that energy. So when we go into nature and then do 5-6 days, then there's a lot of energy absorbed into the body. That's what's important to heal. So many things happen. Okay. So all these programs are accelerators. That's how we call them. They're accelerators. They accelerate our learning, they intensify our energy, and then increase our willpower. When you go to a conference, a lot of entrepreneurs present new ideas. Any senior person from a big company also, who are generally resorted old, used to a comfortable job, they go there and say, all these guys are doing so much stuff. You get a little more inspiration. I should also do some more. So you get more inspired when you go to a conference, right? And so you get ideas, and all of that same thing here. Now many things happen. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like healing is more faster when we attend such retreats or programs.
It can.
And one question I also like to ask, like when I'm having one book session, so there is like we are discussing that everything is stored in our, from the universe. When we meditate, we get all knowledge is inside us. We need not search it outside. So then like why we are reading so many books is just a general question. Why we are reading so many books and gaining that knowledge from outside? Isn't it if we meditate more? So, that knowledge can come from inside.
It can. To recognize that everything can come inside, we read all of it. To recognize that everything can come inside, and I can absolutely surrender to that thing that exists out there as the intelligent. To go into the total surrenderness, we read.
Yeah.
It's a choice you make. You can go through that to know, or you can go through that to the know through the experience of many people. But eventually, whatever we're learning is still so limited. So we continue to be with it to receive. And receiving through it is also by way of it is telling you to read somebody's book. That's also its way of telling you what to know. Receiving from inside means the inside will tell you, hey, read the book of Richard Bach and then you'll know more. So then you follow that.
Yeah.
It's its way of telling you how to know more. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Damodarji.
Good morning, sir. And it is nice to see again a question from Master Ashok Mittal. That my question, I want to enhance my knowledge which you have replied, that you have said our disease is a result of our suppressed intense emotions that may be of this life or our past life. That is a cause of present, and as you have acknowledged. And that disease has come to us to learn a lesson from it, sir. In my case, I had a very, problem, and really that is it. It means what I am doing only Ana-Pana-Sati maximum without concentrating to know what was the cause of this problem. So, sir, how is there any book or by any masters we can know that the what lessons we have to learn from the particular disease, or what suppress emotions of past life? How we can know, sir?
Okay. First of all, just become a better person. Don't have to get to specifically know. Just become a better person by continuing to learn, continuing to understand, right? Because if you say this program to the previous program, I learned something new, that means you're new learning. There's always new learning is there. Old learning, but then reinforced to ourselves. And challenge comes blaming versus, oh, wait, why should I blame? What's going to happen? Recovering from the challenge quickly is the idea, understanding we gain. So continue to do that. But in your attempt to know a cause for the effect, Louise Hay, read a book of Louise Hay, You Heal Your Life. She gives you some ideas. Okay, she's done a lot of research. With her understanding, she gives you a lot of ideas. That book, what is written, is not necessarily the only thing that can cause that effect to happen, that condition to happen, but gives you some conditions that are there written, right? So you can go through it. She also provides a suggestive affirmation, a suggestive action to do it. So that's one way of knowing it. Okay, spiritual tablet, Dr. G.K. has done enough research. So he's also talking about a few things. So that's another way to know more. Okay, those are the specifics that you try to go into, right? Now you are interested, curious-minded, go there. If you're not curious-minded, just continue to learn, enhance your knowledge with the genetic knowledge that you continue to read and read and read. So you get new points, you apply them. And then often what we are learning is often related to things that we have to heal ourselves. Often whatever you're learning is quite related to what you have to heal in your body. That means related to that is what you will gain new knowledge. So implement that, automatically your health is improving. They're all very connected. Okay. If I am going through a liver challenge, potentially when I have the serious intent to heal, that I'm getting information, you're getting wisdom around that behavioral change, that thought change, that acceptance related things, so that I can, when I apply it, then I'll heal my liver challenge. One of it could be just acceptance. The lesson is just acceptance. Accept, go through this experience. Why can't you do? Patiently. Okay. If I have intention to heal, if I have intention to go and do more in our life as per purpose, then automatically we are attracted with the right knowledge, which will help us to heal the body, increase our power, and enable us with more things like the money and this and that, so that we can do that work that we are intending to do. Okay. Okay. We'll have to close it here because it's quite late. We have some meetings. So thank you very much, dear friends. We will continue to interact. We have still a lot more, 4 more weeks here. And then anybody, of course, always can write to me. Sometimes I'm able to respond back. Thank you and have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow for the 3rd week of our program, where it's going to be more around manifestation. Chandra Sridharanji will talk later. Okay, thank you.
What do I want my day to be? I choose. What do I want to feel today? I choose. What do I want to be today? I choose. I choose. I choose. I choose.